Welcome everybody to another race. We are here at Zandvoort and we have brought Charles Leclerc back again because we thought, well, we're paying a lot of money for him. He's got 2 weeks left, might as well. He performed well in the last race. So currently we have a 28 lap race. We genuinely believe that we've got a good chance here to grab another podium. So Charles is low. This is what we've got essentially for this. I'll just boost the acceleration slightly on Charles. Driver strategy, we're going to go full on engage. And we're going to start the race. So up top we've got Max Verstappen, followed by Lewis Hamilton. We've got Valtteri Bottas in third. Charles Leclerc gets on the second row of the grid. We've got Daniel Ricciardo in fifth. Sergio Perez in sixth. We've got Fernando Alonso seventh. Lando Norris in eighth. Ninth is Carlos Sainz, and 10th is Sebastian Vettel. We've then got the Alpine of Esteban Ocon in 11th, followed by Pierre Gasly in 12th. Now those guys are going to really challenge us, but they're all on the super softs, as you can see there, with Lance Stroll, Mick Schumacher, Yuki Tsunoda, George Russell, Nikita Mazepin and Antonio Giovinazzi. Last on the grid is Kimi Raikkonen and Nicholas Latifi. So everybody has chosen the super softs to start off with, which is going to be very, very interesting. And some people were obviously on the used tyres. These guys are on fresh, so they'll be able to go a little bit longer. Charles Leclerc slipped down the order here into 6th position, which isn't great. But hopefully we can make up some places. Actually, no, we can't. We've just lost another one to Sergio Perez, and he's dropped past 7th to Ocon. So well, there's just no point in doing that, is there? So Charles had an absolute miserable start, dropping from 4th all the way down to 8th. Carlos Sainz has lost a couple of places as well. We just can't seem to get the starts nailed down at all, and overtaking is fairly difficult. And Charles lost another place to Lando Norris. The McLarens are looking very, very good. We know that we're the 4th fastest team now in engines. We know that McLaren have pipped us to that in the in-season development. It's going to be quite difficult. The races that we got left are quite power races, so we need to be very, very careful in what we can and can't do. The two Red Bulls are fighting it out against each other there with Verstappen and Sergio Perez as Daniel Ricciardo makes the jump on Max Verstappen. Going through the start-finish straight, and the Red Bulls are still messing about with each other. Carlos Sainz has just passed Lando Norris for 8th position that you saw there in the background of that, so that's pretty good for us. I don't have much hope for this Grand Prix considering how far we've just been pushed back. Fernando Alonso in a very, very, very respectable 3rd place. Hamilton kind of running away with things. We'll have a look at the front of the grid. Hamilton and Bottas starting to run away. Alonso there in the good 3rd position. Ricciardo starting to hold people up. He's holding up the two Red Bulls, really pushing for him. And then behind them is Esteban Ocon. So we do need to try and make some of these moves. Sainz is in 11th position there. Lando Norris being overtaken by Sebastian Vettel. Norris is trying to make a move around the inside here. This is where Sainz has to push, but very little going on from there. So we're looking at a mid-table race. It's looking at being wet, maybe around about lap 8, 9. I think we probably, I don't know if we go inters or we just go full on wets. I mean, it looks to be a wet situation. I don't know if you can go inters on that. But we're just going to zoom up a little bit. That's why I've got myself on neutral, just because I know that we don't really want to push these tyres too much. I want to be there or thereabouts. But this is becoming quite frustrating in a sense. So Leclerc's got past. Leclerc is now in 7th position. Vettel's also got past Esteban Ocon. But Carlos Sainz needs to do something with it. I appreciate he's still a little bit injured. So we're not going to get the absolute full blast out of Carlos Sainz. Not that he was been that great before. I was looking at some of the finances. I think we might get another race engineer. It just boosts the stats. So we're looking at maybe James Key from McLaren or maybe James Allison there from Mercedes. It will cost us a little bit more. James Key is actually cheaper, so we might get him for the same price, but just better stats. So we'll have a look and see what we can get. But I'm not too... well, the driver, so Max Verstappen is on probably 3 times the amount of Carlos Sainz, double the amount of Charles Leclerc. So it will really hit our budget hard. And you can see there, Vettel is on a quarter, Lando Norris. I mean, are these guys really gonna keep pushing? The rain is coming very soon. And it's honestly not far away now. We're not far away from the rain. Sergio Perez having an absolute torrid time. We're going to eat these tyres out right to the very end. We are not going to take any risks on this. Yeah, we know, Carlos. We know, mate. But right, so the rain is starting to come down. We know that people are pitting in for Inters. Can we just slot Carlos in? Oh, 15 to 17 laps. No, we can't. Okay. Cancel that. We'll pit Charles. He's going to get damped quite quickly. I think we might have to double stack here. Yep. Okay, well, let's just go for it then. Yes, you can push for a little bit. Let's just hope no one gets in. So Ricciardo will pit. Hamilton managed to get out first. He had such a massive lead there. Ricciardo holding everybody up. We're still okay. We're still a bit damp. But yeah, Hamilton's going to have a massive lead. There's no way we're winning this Grand Prix. Here. Oh, brilliant. We didn't even double stack. That was fantastic. Great timing. Oh, no, we made a mistake. Carlos Sainz has slipped down back all the way into 10th again. I mean, look at that. Charles Leclerc, we jumped a couple of places there into 6th place. We've got right in between. Well, we jumped Perez. That's the main jump that we had. And then we're right behind 5th place man, Danny Ricciardo. Fernando Alonso is ahead of him. Danny Ricciardo's going to try and overtake him. Sainz has lost out. Oh, he's back behind Lando again. He's not going to like that. So people are starting to conserve their tyres a little bit. I'm going to boost the engine mode. There for Charles. Charles is now in 5th place, so he's overtaken Danny Ricciardo. Ricciardo obviously not liking some of these tyres. Charles has got to get past that Alpine, or Alpine, however you say it. But he's got to get past Fernando Alonso. Absolutely must, because he's really slowing us down. And that will put us in contention again for a fairly decent finish. A respectable 4th when you consider Hamilton running away with this 13 seconds ahead of Valtteri Bottas. Ridiculous. Don't know. 14.3 seconds. Hamilton's absolutely on a charge, and Verstappen a couple of seconds behind him. But yeah, we've got to get past Fernando Alonso. That is race critical. And Carlos Sainz not really making any head ground on Lando Norris. We are moving to a very wet track. I do think the Inters are still there, just because we haven't fully pushed onto like full-on wet. But it'll be interesting to see if anybody comes in for the wet tyre. Nobody yet. We're all still on Inters, so maybe this is going to be an Inter race. Ricciardo's dropping back a little bit. He's really holding people up. Certainly holding up Sergio Perez, which kind of works in our favour. He's conserving and backing up these tyres. I don't think you're going to get to the end of the race with these tyres. I just don't see it. I really don't. But yeah, we need to overtake Fernando Alonso quite quickly. Carlos Sainz needs to push. He's got to push here because Ricciardo's holding all these guys up. Just can't seem to get close. I don't feel that 10th is a decent position for what we should have got, considering that Charles started 4th. He's got to finish 4th at least. I was hoping for a decent Grand Prix. We knew it'd be a little bit wet. That always brings in strategic issues and considerations that need to be made. But let's just watch this fight here, because Verstappen is absolutely all over the back of Valtteri Bottas. Is Verstappen going to make a move down the start-finish straight? We'll see. No, he's not. He's not close enough. He's nowhere near close enough. Can't do it. cannot do it. Valtteri Bottas is really saving these tyres, but he's backing up Max hugely. Not that he's ever going to catch Lewis. He's 19 seconds behind. Here comes Max Verstappen. Tries to get on the inside. No, he can't do it. Is he going to come in the inside? This is absolutely fantastic here. Great racing. None of our drivers have made anything. And Max Verstappen is alongside Valtteri Bottas. He will overtake him. Max Verstappen, coming in the start-finish straight, is now in second position. So Valtteri losing that time there in the third sector of the track. Fernando Alonso now is starting to push away from Charles Leclerc. We don't know what's happened. Danny Ricciardo has managed to hold off Sergio Perez for quite some time, and Carlos Sainz is just not making anything work here. We're going to speed things up a little bit. Let's see what else happens. We've got 11 laps remaining in this race. We're going to try and take these tyres as quickly as we can. Oh, sorry, as quickly as we can, but also as far as they go. We've got 10 laps remaining now. Has anything changed? Sebastian Vettel might have to pit again. Yeah, Carlos Sainz still can't get past Lando Norris. Yeah, Max Verstappen now pulling away from Valtteri Bottas. That's good. Hamilton is so far. Hamilton can take another stop. I don't think he actually needs to do anything. This might just be a bit of a boring race, considering that nothing else is going to happen. Well, Carlos Sainz has overtaken Sebastian Vettel. I didn't actually know he was in 10th. Vettel keeps popping up in all these places. Maybe Sainz has lost a position. Sainz has finally woken up here. He's right on the back of Lando Norris. Are we going to see an overtake here? Ooh, hang on. Lando Norris is pitting. So they don't think they can make it to the end. There's 6 laps left. There's 6 laps left. Hamilton's not pitting. Verstappen isn't pitting. Bottas isn't pitting. We're not pitting. Lando isn't pitting. Perez isn't pitting. But Norris is pitting. Oh, 6 to 8 laps left. Right, well, we're just going to keep going then. We're just going to keep going. They said they've got 6 to 8 laps left of this Grand Prix. That's what we're going to do. So Alonso has come into the pits for a fresh set of inters. No one is going on to the wets. Danny Ricciardo, he's not pushing. We're saving a bit of the engine because we've got a slight negative delta on fuel. Carlos Sainz has pipped him back himself up to 7th position with all the pit stops going on. Sergio Perez is quite some way ahead. He's got Alonso on a fresh set of intermediates. And Alonso is absolutely gunning for it. So we're going to boost ourselves up into high. And we're going to try... Leclerc is now up to 3rd place. That's because Verstappen has pitted. We're just going to keep going. We're going to keep going. Verstappen is likely to overtake us. This is where it's absolutely... The racetrack is soaked. So we could get some mistakes if drivers are driving in very aggressive mode. We've got 4 laps remaining. 39%. Here you go. The rain stopped now. It's going to continue. So we do need to back up. We do need to conserve these tyres. We also need to switch back to medium. We will lose the 3rd place. I've got no doubt about it. Nobody's on the wets. Leclerc's in 2nd. That's fantastic. So Bottas has pitted. So even if we lose this position, we may just be able to eke this out here. If... Oh no. No. Okay. Never mind. We've got 2 laps left, guys. 2 laps left. We've got to get back in this. Come on. Neutral strategy. I know he's got worn tyres. I know it's final lap. He's just got to push. Right. Give it everything. This will be an absolute miracle if we can do this. The tyres have held up really, really well. 3rd and 5th is not bad. But Valtteri Bottas is on an absolute blinder. He's going for it, but we're so close to the end of the race. Charles Leclerc just needs to keep it as it is, and we can get ourselves a podium out of the total chaos, and we've got ourselves a podium. Charles Leclerc has got himself on 3rd, and Carlos Sainz is into 5th. We have salvaged that by just excellent tyre management. where everybody else has, well, that was insane. I mean, I was thinking maybe we pit, maybe we go in, we go full on aggressive, but actually the best thing to do was stick to what we had. Track position in this mod is absolutely key, and yeah, brilliant stuff. 18 laps on intermediate tyres, both stopped. We were so lucky that our pit crew didn't make any mistakes for Charles Leclerc. I mean, you know, who knows what would have happened if we didn't have that mistake for Sainz. Maybe we could have pipped fourth. Who knows? Terrible race there for Sergio Perez in 8th. Lando Norris, dropped a little bit. Let's have a look at the position tracker here and find out who was the big loser in all of this. Nikita Mazepin there, 14th. Yeah, it's just big loser there was Fernando Alonso coming in, qualifying as he did, and wow, amazing Grand Prix. It turned into a bit of a boring one, and then all of a sudden at the end, people started coming in, and you think, what are you guys doing? But yeah, brilliant. I mean, this obviously helps us in the constructors. McLaren had an awful race there. Danny Ricciardo and Lando Norris 7th and 10th. Ricciardo just couldn't find any pace. He got right up there and just couldn't find any pace. But again, look at that. Another podium for Charles Leclerc. Now, whether that's a stroke of luck or whatever it is, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. 10 points behind Max Verstappen now. The thing is, do we continue to keep developing this car and not building for next season? Our strategy now was to start building for the next season. I know that we've got a part being developed at the moment. We are going to look at boosting the suspension, but we're already at the top of the suspension charts right now. So I'm thinking, do we do this? Let's look at the car. Let's look at the car first. So medium speed cars are at the top. We're 4th in the rear wing. First there, 3rd in acceleration, 4th. The McLaren's engine is just so good. That's why they're propelling us in qualifying. Let's go for the F1 magazine. Oof. No, let's just do that. It's fine. I don't want to get a wholesale change. So we got a new rear wing spec coming in. We got one person to hire. Yeah, all right. Let's do the fixing. That's fine. And let's get this chap in. Oh, let's remove this guy. This guy's absolutely useless. I'm gonna fire this guy. Yeah. So we've got our new rear wing spec coming in, which will be good. And just as the day where we designed the rear wing, we have a vote. And that vote is about spec rear wings, which I'm going to say absolutely no to. I know Otmar Safanow will say for Günther Steiner and, of course, the AlphaTauri, but it won't benefit us. We don't want this to happen. So we've got 2 votes. 3 votes. We need about 5 votes, I think. Oh, Andrew Seidel, here we go. Brilliant. That's it. That's the vote done. That is basically the vote done. Oh, and Simon Robert. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, there you go. And he's voted twice. If you abstain in Motorsport Manager, you get 2 votes. So if there's something you don't really care about, that's fine. So let's see this new rear wing then. So we've got the new rear wing. That's brilliant. We've got a great rear wing, which is amazing. So let's have a look at this. Rear wing, rear wing, rear wing. We have a great, but of course, that is very, very high risk. So we can't actually do anything with that. We're going to look to upgrade all of these just because we've got nothing else better to do, really. 33 minutes after race. Let's just do them all. Okay, so let's design a new part then. So we got the rear wing. The rear wing is fully spec'd and kitted out. I'm not going to worry about that now. I'm not even going to go for the epic one of that just because there's no point. Suspension, we are ready at the top. Acceleration, gearbox, we are lacking. Deceleration, we're top. Low. Rear wing, we're 4th in the rear wing because we haven't actually been able to make a legal one. That's our problem. As you can see here, we've got nothing that can actually improve our high-speed corners, apart from the max one. But then the rest of them are in qualifying, so yeah, we can't. I mean, we got the epic one that we can build. We can reduce the risk level. We can get that one, and then we can build time less days. So we could do that and get 1324 without any risk whatsoever, and that would probably make us the highest by far. 1324. So what are we on at the moment in terms of rear wing? Well, it's a bit less because we're not doing the risky, but you've got the legal you've got the legal stuff. The problem is the high speed corners is what we're going into. Monza, for example, is high speed. Sochi is high speed. Singapore, not really. Suzuka, yes. Circuit of the Americas, yes. Mexico City, yes. Interlagos, yes. Jeddah, yes. Yas Marina, no. So all of these require high speed corners. Bugger. Damn it. Okay. This is going to put us a little bit behind, and I don't want us to be out of loop here. The next race is in 7 days. The front wing I desperately need to do. So, low speed corners 15. Low speed corners 15. Then 15, 15. And then low speed corners 50 to the max. No, I don't want that. Yeah, there's no risk level there, so that's 1299 on the front wing. How have I got 1328? Oh, I'm not doing the front wing anymore. Definitely not doing the front wing anymore. I don't know how I've got that one, but there you go. Done something to it. Right. Brakes. That's 1314. So apologies, I'm currently going through all of this at the moment. Yeah, the brakes are 1314. Yeah, so we need that. I think we might actually have to work on our suspension. No, the suspension's 1351. So that's actually pretty good. Okay, rear wing. It's got to be rear wing. We've got to boost our rear wing at the moment. Just simply because what we're using just isn't good enough. So the two cars that we're using are 1256, and that's going to really improve us. My speed corners. Oh. Reliability. Red zone. Build time. Okay. That's what we're going to do. We're going to hit 1324. Let's build that part. Yep, let's do it. So we're going to have a legal rear wing that we can use in a lot of these races. And what we're going to do is try and beef up the rest of what we have. It's not going to be easy. We really are going to struggle. We know we've got engine problems, but we're going to have to boost our high-speed corners on the grid. And unfortunately, I don't know if we can make two of them. I think we're just going to have to go with one, and then we'll build the suspension of that. But, yeah, we'll see what we can do. But we will see you in Monza for the next episode.